What is up, YouTube world? I'm Ashley D. Before I get started, please go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button. Also, feel free to share this brief video as well. Everything I state is allegedly, not a guaranteed fact, my own personal opinion and observation. Now, I would like to say, I'm sorry I've been away from each and every one of you. I've been dealing with a family situation, but I am here for it today. Happy Saturday to each and every one of you. And with all due respect to each and every one of you out here, just know that this video has been a long time coming. I am making this video based off of my own opinion. I hope Mr. Wesley do not be upset with me about it, but when I am a friend and I am a loyal friend to someone, and I see people continue to drag them for no apparent good reason whatsoever, okay? Everything that comes out of this person's mouth is gibberish. It's the same reiterated thing over and over again, not a fact. Or better yet, it's videos that are pasted from other people stating things from over time, from years ago. And not one of the things that this man has said has been valid based off of anything personal towards him and this man that has transpired. Besides, he's a scammer, he's a con artist. He asked people to pay for Patreon. Well, I'm going to say this, you guys. Being a content creator, being an influencer, and having 3 different platforms where you post different things on, okay? A lot of the things Mr. Wesley posts are teaching. A lot of things he posts are things that younger generations look at. Like I said, people that do not have father figures, people that look at him like a big brother, a cousin, an uncle that is giving advice. You have your own free will to where you can not pay for it, or you can simply turn away from the video and keep strolling. No one is hold captive to listen to Mr. Wesley videos or forced to pay for Patreon to get exclusive videos from him. Everyone has the free will to do so if they choose. But this man seems as though it's a crime for him to have a Patreon after all the stuff in the videos that he posts on a daily, consistently basis that are learning, that are meaningful, that have helped so many different people. Even the Cheesecake Factory video that has went viral, and many more videos that this man has posted that has went viral. They all were learning, teaching videos. And the thing is, this man thinks you have to go outside. You have to go to a shelter. You have to go to the homeless facility where people are unfortunate as we are to give back to the community. But what he failed to realize, when we get online every day and we put our time and our energy and we invest time away from our families, time away from our children, time away from a job that some of us work 9 to 5, that is giving back to the community. A lot of us do not get paid anything. So when we have memberships and you guys sign up for those, that is not only greatly appreciated, but that is another form of payment for the work and the things we do. And that is showing appreciation and gratitude towards the people that is giving you information and is taking time out of their day to consistently do so. A lot of people do not get paid hardly little to nothing. And for him to say, why is he wanting to get paid for it? Because that's his work. This is his job. What is wrong with you? And like I was saying, just because people don't record everything or go to a shelter, that does not necessarily mean they're not giving back. A woman reached out to me after I made a video in regards to the things that Mr. Kevin did. And I invited her to come on here. She said she didn't want to. And I respected her privacy, just like a lot of other people that are single moms that have bills that need to be paid, that had a car that broken down, that worked very hard, that was a college student that this man ran into, that was a single mom and did not have transportation, and he provided that for her. Did he provide her a brand new Range Rover? No. but he provided her transportation to get to school, to get her kids to school and to the grocery store and wherever it was that they needed to go. Did he pay a light bill before a few times? Yes. A gas bill? Yes. Did he ask them, do you want to come on camera so I can show proof about this? No. A real leader does not have to continuously put out their work and show the things that they do. It speaks for itself. You don't have to go walk around at a community and constantly put a camera in people that are unfortunate as we are face and say, I'm giving you this $5, stand there and take a picture. Or look at me giving back, going to the shelter, serving food for our community. No. People have feelings too. And I'll never forget, I saw this quote that said, before you stick a camera in someone's face, you might want to think about the lowest point of time in your life when you didn't have anything and somebody giving something to you and they decide to take a picture so the world can see it. Think about that before you decide to stick a camera in someone's face when you want to give back to them and it's genuine and it's generously from your heart. So now I take a second thought of the things that I do on a daily basis for other people that will never go viral, go live, or I will ever receive credit for. No, I do those things because it comes from the heart. And I know eventually the universe will work its way out of me receiving my blessings in due time. If that's what the universe wants me to have. But I'm doing that because that's who I am. And that's who Mr. Kevin Wesley is. And his work speaks for itself. And then this man keeps going on and on and on and saying, why hasn't he responded? You see, he's quiet. You know why he's quiet? Who will argue with a crazy person? You will start to become crazy. When this man made videos to defend himself, okay? He's been on my platform a couple of times. And it was spontaneously. I went live. I was speaking on it. And he said a couple of things straight. And the thing was, and I don't even want to play it because this man doesn't deserve it. He spoke life into this man while this man is speaking death and downfall. He's speaking negativity. He's speaking hatred. He's speaking anger into this man's life. And this man was speaking hope, life, compassion, empathy into his. And you know what? The worst part about this whole story is it be our own community, our own kind, that assassinate us, that assassinate our character, that preys on our downfall. This man has slowly risen back up to where he wanted to be, where he worked hard to be. The universe put him in the position to where he is now. Why would he turn right back around and keep tying the same shoes over and over again that are worn out, that he threw out? He's laced up a brand new pair of shoes to walk into his greater purpose. He doesn't have time to keep arguing back with people that are beneath him. And yes, now I'm going to say beneath him because apparently this man has not gone where he needed to go in his life, or he will not have all the time and the energy to keep speaking on this man. And when a person does not argue back with someone, and let this be a lesson to everyone out here, okay? When you consistently argue with someone and they do not understand your point is not getting across. This person seems to have the same outlook and opinion before you started arguing with them and after you started arguing with them. What is your point? What is your game plan? What are you going to achieve to constantly keep arguing with an angry, bitter, upset person? You will not win arguing with someone that's mentally challenged. In my Miranda's voice, this man seems like a crackhead, if you ask me. Okay? I'm just going to put that out there. Allegedly. He says, Mr. Kevin Wesley seems like he's on drugs. Well, whatever kind of drugs he's on, he's thriving from them. Apparently, he studied shooting up, winning. And you are studying in the same position with your 4,000 people, and you could talking about his million. And you study comparing yourself to him. And then you want to speak on his sexuality, but I'll get to that in a minute. Let me go back to what I was saying. So you have the nerve to sit up there and constantly speak on what this man is doing, what he's done for our community. But you want to constantly put up your same videos about what you're doing. But if you had more time and energy into doing the things that you should be doing, like spending that time with your children, spending that time with your wife who you never speak of, spending time with the people that you care about instead of putting energy into these videos, it takes time, it takes energy. It takes so much preparation into making these videos, you guys. So yes, it is nice when you get a cash app from your subscriber. That shows appreciation for the work and the craft that you do. Because you make little to nothing doing these things. So when you receive those things from your people that are your loyal supporters, it feels good. And it's not begging if you're getting paid for something that you're working on. That is considered your job. How is that begging? You don't have to punch a 9-to-5 to have anything to be considered a job. You told him get a real job, but that's what he gets paid to do. That's like people that has their own businesses. You're going to tell them to get a real job too because they're not punching a clock? What makes you a real man is integrity. And that's something you absolutely have nothing about. Because if you did have integrity, you wouldn't keep bashing this man, first of all. Second of all, you wouldn't question another man's sexuality. Like, I'm starting to think that you are obsessed with this man in some sick sexual way. Let's keep it real. What man is going to continuously talk about another man? Okay, he's a scammer, right? Go to the freaking police, bro. Why are you keep on talking about it? If he's a scammer, what have you done about it? What point are you proving? If he was such this bad, vicious person that you needed to bring down, and you call yourself putting something in motion besides making these pointless videos, what have you proven? Other content creators that have said something about him here and there, I'm going to let you know this. If you don't have enemies, then you're not popping. If you don't have people hating on you, then you're not doing your job right. Let that sink in. When you are coming up in the world, when God or whatever he chooses to believe in is elevating you in a different direction, you will have people like this that will continue to hold on to your coattail. Holding on while Mr. Kevin is slowly climbing up. He's swinging down there, all dusty. Needs to go wash his hair, braids looking like he Lil Wayne cousin or something. Got like, 15 dreads up in your head. You haven't ran a comb in there in years. Haven't ran a bar soap across your face. So oily, you need to be going to a dermatologist and try to figure out why your skin is so oily 24/7. It looks like after you take a bath, it has 5 rings in the tub. And they do not come out. Make it make sense. You are irritating. This is beyond obsession. This is restraining order type of stuff. What man has the time and the energy to consistently put videos together about an ex-friend? You can go to my videos and watch when I spoke on Mrs. Cauliflower. This man said nothing bad about him. He felt bad for him. You are hating on this man from an image that you saw in the mirror. You are going from platform to platform. When this story came out about Dwight Howard, you couldn't wait to open your mouth. You couldn't wait to have an opinion, to say something, to drag him about something that had absolutely nothing to do with him. That is his friend, okay? When someone is my friend, I'm going to be down for them. However, we are grown-ups. Whatever my friend chooses to do, whatever activity they choose to have outside of me, that is them, that is their life. How are you going to hold me guilty? By association. And then you say birds of a feather flap together. Apparently all his friends are elevating and thriving, and so is he. So what is your point? What is you trying to say? Just because people have different beliefs, different religions, different backgrounds. People in my family are Muslim. People in my family are Christian. Some people in my family do not believe in God but a higher power. That does not make me love them any less. That does not make me believe in the same things they do. That does not make me judge what they believe in or look down on them. They are free to believe and do what they please. They are adults. So if you're going to blame this man being guilty by association because a friend of his in the privacy of his own home, when Mr. Kevin was in the privacy of his own home, had relations with someone else, you want to bring Mr. Kevin into this. What does that have to do with anything? Since we're going to bring this up, let's talk about what your sexuality is. I think it needs to be very questionable at this point in time. You are keeping up chaos and drama and ruckiness for no reason. You have nothing but hatred in your dirty little crusty heart. Your shoes look like they are dirty. Your socks look like they are crispy and they smell. And you look like you haven't had a bath in weeks. It looks like you don't know how to spend time or be intimate with your wife because you are filled with so much hatred and anger in your heart. Whatever happened between you and this man that was once your friend, that you looked up to, that you had his back, that you guarded him with your life, that you received knowledge from, that you felt as though was teaching something. How can you turn around and be a serpent that easily if that wasn't already there? Now, he told me that he don't think that you ever felt this way about him. He think whatever transpired that night, whatever you saw in the mirror, caused you to turn on him the way you did. So he spoke good on you. He said that this wasn't there with you. And me personally, with my own personal experience, I feel like you've been a snake. I feel like you was the type of friend that was happy to be in his face, happy to protect and have his back, because you knew how valuable he was, and he was the man that you could never be. He was the man that you idolized. He was the man that you always wanted to be. So you can't beat him, join him. That's why you protected him. That's why you felt like you was worthy of being his right-hand man, because you could never be that man, and you knew that, even on your best day. Put you two next to each other. Look, who will want to get some knowledge from you? Clean yourself up first, and then maybe somebody will take you serious. Be consistent with your craft and focus on what you're doing and your message and what you're trying to teach. And maybe you will get somewhere instead of trying to bash this man. What are you getting? 400 views for a video speaking on him? You had 30 people in your live watching. Then you had 50, and those 50 was probably like on your supporters. We know they wasn't random people, because your people that subscribe to you, more than likely they tired of you talking about this grown man. Make it make sense. What is your issue and obsession with this man that causes you to be so angry to wake up out your sleep in the middle of the night and have a rant and make a video about him? To have you question his sexuality and speak on whether or not his wives want him. What do your wife want? How does your wife look? Do you want your wife? Are you faithful to her? Did you have 2 wives at one point in time and it didn't work out for you? Is that what the problem is? Or you could never have 2 beautiful wives like his? What is the problem? He don't have money, but he do. But you claim that's the reason why Jamie haven't left him, because he has money. So make it make sense. Which one is it? You talk about leaders and you talk about what leaders are doing in our community. At one point in time, we all started off wanting things that were better for our community. We all started off with passion. We all believed that we could change the world once we got on YouTube, once we became content creators, once we became public speakers. We all feel that way. But it's people like you. It's other people out here that have supported this man along the way and told him they believe in him, helped build him up, kept him afloat. And when he finally made it, when he finally was able to build that castle and he said, hey, you guys, I did it. Those same people looked around and said, I can't believe he pulled this off. Can you believe him? Who do he think he is? What make him think he a king? He think he all that now since he made it. He think he all that now since he viral. He don't need us. What he mean he want to pay us our money back? What he mean thank you for the support? Who he think he is? He think he better than us now? Wow. Those are the type of people you need to watch out for. It's a cold world. And the sad thing is the same people that be wishing you well, the same people that be uplifting you, encouraging you, motivating you, are the same people when you get to the hill waiting on you to fall down and praying on your downfall. And that's unfortunate for this king because he has to watch his back. But the smart thing about him is he knows how to maneuver through this BS. He don't have to respond to everyone that attacks him, everyone that has a problem with him. Now, Mr. Cauliflower, this seems to be your own personal problem because he probably will not respond to you anymore. You're not worth his time. Yeah, maybe if you paid him, he'll put a video out and respond to you. So maybe you'll get some type of attraction and that extra attention that you're seeking. But for now, you're going to have people like me responding to you. And then I will move along and then I'll have people for me responding for you, to you. How about that? It's like the gift that keeps on giving. You know what I mean? Because you're going to still continue to be where you are as long as you're elevating from a level of hatred, from a level of jealousy. You're on a low vibrational level. You're not high. I don't care what you do for our community. No one will ever look to you for any type of knowledge or information. You get online every day and you bash another brother. And you think that make you look cool? You think you doing something? You think you some type of leader or role model? What are you leading? What are you teaching our men? Because you go to a shelter and you feed people? You think you a king? You think you serving our community? Huh? What you fail to realize, this day and age, technology is the key to getting through to our youth, to our younger generation. Everyone, just about everyone has a cell phone that they turn on, that they watch YouTube, that they watch TikTok, that they watch Instagram, that they watch Facebook on a daily basis, sweetheart. If you're going to teach people, maybe you need to turn on your phone and realize that technology is more important to society nowadays than a meal from the shelter. You can get through to people with the knowledge more than anything. You can motivate someone instead of feeling sorry for them and going down to the shelter and saying, I'm sorry for your unfortunate loss. And you go and you feed them a meal. Maybe if you turn on your phone and you show people how to get to the money, like Mr. Kevin does. You show people how to not talk down to a man because he treats you to a restaurant that you feel like is beneath you. Like Mr. Kevin, when you tell someone that is talking down to their husband or their wife, not to talk to them that way, you're breaking up your marriage. You're breaking up your family. You're not breaking generational curses. You're taking your kids out of the home from their father who did absolutely nothing to you because he can't provide to you no more anymore. Build your king up. Maybe if you taught those things online, like Mr. Wesley, we will have less homeless people running around here. We will have less lost kids that are breaking. Instead of breaking generational curses, they're actually staying at home and coming from a home of a 2-parent household instead of a broken home, to where they don't turn to drugs. They don't turn to prostitution. They don't become homeless. Maybe if you turn on the phone and you taught those same things that this man has been teaching for years, then just maybe you would be further than where you are in life today. And you will stop the hatred. You will stop the hate speeches. You will stop dissing on someone who has done absolutely nothing to you, but more for the community than you possibly could imagine. But he didn't record it. And you want to say he records everything else about his life. He records lessons about his life. He's an influencer. He's a motivational speaker. He's a life coach. He has to record. That's part of his job. But I'm trying to figure out what is part of your job. You speak on him, then you go back to talking about the tribes that came to you in the hospital, that fed you, that uplifted you, that encouraged you, that helped bring you back to life. You had a wife. Where was your wife at? Where was your kids at? You never speak on them too much. Where was the community that you were feeding? Why they didn't rally around you and build you back up? Why they wasn't at your house bringing you things every day because you supported the homeless shelter so much? The people there knew you. They knew you by name. They heard you were sick, so they wanted to bring you back to life. They wanted to speak positivity to you. They wanted to drop medicine off to you. Where were all those people that you claim to have been helping besides a tribe? Where were those people at? It starts at home. It starts with the click of a phone. It starts with the message that you are trying to teach. What message are you teaching? What are people getting from your videos, from you consistently bashing this man every day, besides you bringing them to his channel? And then when they watch him, they realize, wow, this guy isn't so bad. And then they go back and they watch one of your videos and they say, wow, this guy is on some type of freaking drugs. He's out of his mind. He's sweating in the face. It looks like he hasn't showered. He starts bashing this man and bringing up these old videos and all these things where this man hasn't spoke on him in over 5 months. And the only time he's addressed him was responding to a video. He's going viral right now. This man is hating on him, apparently. Let me go look at how far this man is and where this man is. Judge a person by their fruits. Judge a person to accordingly what they have done and what their message is. If you're going to judge someone, judge them for the work they have done. Let's go look at your work and your videos and see where you are. And let's go look at his and see where he is. And let's go check his portfolio. You say the things you are doing is not getting acknowledged. Okay, well, let's see where his things are and how he's being acknowledged and what he's putting out. You mad that he's doing black love? He's trying to push out unity. He's trying to push out empowerment. Is that what you mad about? What it seems to be the issue for you with this man? What is wrong? At the end of the day, if you have a message, let your message be heard loud and clear. But the only message that you have been putting out and teaching is a message of love and hatred. It's not a message of honesty. It's not a message of encouragement. It's not a message of genuineness and coming from a good place with a pure heart. Your message is coming from hatred. You're coming off as a hater. You're coming off as a faggot. Excuse my language, and I'm not trying to offend anyone else out there who is choosing to be that way, who is sexuality that way. I'm not trying to attack that. Everyone loves who they love, but this man has a problem with Mr. Wesley, and that's what he keeps calling him. So I'm starting to wonder, is he trying to come out of the closet and he just doesn't know how, and he's in love with this man? And he's jealous that this man chooses his 2 wives, and he doesn't want to be his friend any longer because this has gone too far. When you make videos consistently about someone who is not thinking about you, this issue is bigger than just an ex-best friend. This issue is bigger than someone saying that he's conned others, he scanned others. How has he scanned others? You pick up your credit card, you choose to put your money in there and what membership you want. It's optional. You don't have to. You choose to subscribe. You choose to unsubscribe. That's optional. You don't have to. So how is this man scanning people? In the beginning, we all have big dreams to do better things for our community. But when we realize that we can't get through that way, we figure out another way to do it. And you don't always have to go walk around in the community like you Jesus or you God or you Martin Luther King to help out the community. You can get through in other ways. There are more than one way to get through to the community. The shelters are here to provide for people that are homeless. What about our youth? What are you giving back to them? What are you teaching them? And what is your message? That right there sets the tone for the generations to come. When we make these videos, this is a part of us. This is who we are. This is indebted in us for years to come. Our videos are here to stay. When we choose to turn this camera on and decide our faith as a content creator, a life coach, a motivational speaker, and so on, you have to make sure your message is known and as loud as clear. And you have to stand on your truth and your belief and what you believe in. And that is everything that Mr. Wesley has done from day one. And on the other hand, all we've seen from this man is continued rants. Someone that is upset with their life. They're not happy. They're poking this man, wanting a response. But clearly he's not going to respond. He's happy. He's doing well. He's not stressed or pressed. But on the other hand, we see him. He's upset. He wants to show everyone that he's done this, he's done that. And that's good that you serve the community. But if it's not coming from a place of love and purity, if you have to continue to put a camera up to show everyone that you're giving back, then I feel as though you're doing it for your own gratification and you're not doing it for the right reasons. I am Ashley D. Please feel free to leave your opinion down below what you think. I think I will be having a part 2 to this video. I'm not quite sure yet. I will be speaking to each and every one of you soon. Take care. Bye for now.